Hello folks, and welcome to the Lost Valley community video. As this DLC contains tons of new content, such as a brand new level 1 to 12 adventure in an entirely new region, along with the free update adding online co-op multiplayer for everyone, there's simply too much to cover were we to present everything. Today's video will therefore focus on giving you an overview of the 9 new archetypes available in the DLC instead, one for each existing class. The Hoodlum is a brute who not only is proficient with martial weapons, medium armor and shield, but who can also use sneak attack with any non-finesse melee weapon. They're so intimidating that hitting an enemy with a sneak attack gives the target disadvantage if they try to attack them back. The commander is a fighter whose strength lies in buffing their allies. With Rousing Shout, they can give nearby companions advantage to their next attack, and later on even temporary hit points, or grant them dodge with coordinated defense. Just like Draconic Sorcerers, Claw Barbarians also have to choose a Dragon Ancestor. This grants them additional armor and resistance while raging, and even makes their attack deal additional elemental damage. At higher level, they also gain a breath attack. The Court Mage is specialized in guarding allies against harm, gaining proficiency with shield and the protection fighting style. They can conjure a powerful spell shield that grants one ally a large amount of temporary hit points and advantage on saving throws against spells. On top of that, they also gain advantage on their spellcasting check when using counterspell. Clerics of MISAYE have access to the Mischief domain. They are granted the ability to borrow luck when faced with a failed saving throw, allowing them to re-roll in exchange for suffering disadvantage on their next one. They can also inflict random status effect with their Strike of Chaos, and they are very hard to pin down as, once hit, they can use their reaction to gain dodge and disengage. Possessed by malevolent spirits, the Haunted Soul can frighten nearby enemies with their Spirit Visage ability. They also gain access to a powerful feature called Vengeful Spirits, creating an area that deals necrotic damage every turn that they can move with their bonus action.
That one didn't even fight back.
Balanced Druids are expert spellcasters, whose healing spells linger, restoring additional hit points on their allies' next turn. However, their role is not limited to supporting the party. Their spell DC increases against creatures they already faced, and any damage dealt through magic prevents their target from healing. Judgment Paladins can easily restrain their targets with Channel Divinity, but they can also use it to purge negative conditions from a companion. They're also one of the more offensive Paladin archetypes, as allies within their Aura of Righteousness deal additional damage equal to the Paladin's proficiency bonus. Swiftblades are dual-wielding melee assassins who specialize in mobility and burst damage. They passively gain additional movement, opportunity attacks are made with disadvantage against them when dashing, and dual-wielding grants them additional AC. On top of which, they can enter a heightened state of focus, which makes them deal additional damage every time they hit their target, and they gain a second extra attack at level 11. And there we go. Also remember that aside from new archetypes, a new adventure and online multiplayer, we are also adding new content and features to the Dungeon Maker, such as a dialogue and a quest system, to make custom campaigns even more advanced. You can also look forward to some other improvements, such as spellcasting chants, new crafting feats, and an overhaul to the surprise system to make it even more faithful to tabletop rules. We hope you're excited for the Lost Valley DLC and that you'll have tons of fun in the lands of the Dominion. Just be careful not to end up as hags too. Enjoy the ride and see you next time.